I'm back, and this week I'm going to be reviewing Jen D. Nelson's I'll Give You the Sun, and this book is just so beautiful. I'm going to put it out there from the very beginning because this is so wonderful and so great, and yeah, I just loved it so much. And I think the book I read before I picked this up was All the Bright Places by Jennifer Neven. I have a video review for that one as well, and that one was so great that I honestly doubted I could read something that would get on that level, but this one did, and it's so wonderful. Right, so the book is about a set of twins, Noah, who is a boy, and Jude, and it's told in both of their perspectives. We start off with a chapter by Noah, and his chapters happen when they were 13 to 14 years old, and I was hooked from the very first chapter. It was so wonderful already, and I couldn't get enough. But then I got to Jude's chapter, and this happens when they are 16, and I'm like, oh my god, I love her even more, but she doesn't sound like the Jude from Noah's chapter, so like, what's going on? And then we got to know more about Jude, and I was like, okay, I love this girl a lot, but the beginning was sort of short. I really want to know more about how their life was before the thing that happened to them. But then we return to Noah's chapter, and it's still in the past, and we get to know so many things as we go along. Like, we switch between the present and the past, and the story just completes itself, and it's like pieces of a puzzle being slowly put together in place and showing us the bigger picture, and it's so wonderful. Honestly, I loved it so much. I really loved both Noah and Jude as characters, and I loved how different they were at 16 in Jude's chapters. And yeah, because in Noah's chapters they were so different, like complete different persons, and I was mind blown by how realistic their transition was and how growing up changed them, but still showed them as themselves and not just other human beings, and that was so brilliantly made. And I really loved the family dynamics that were in this, because family is just a really huge part of the book, obviously, since it focuses on twins. You'd think I would have got that, you know, you'd think I would have known, but just, yeah, their parents and their relationships and everything, and their grandma, and it was so fantastic. And speaking of the grandma, at times the book even has a slight tint of magical realism, because in Jude's chapters you see ghosts, she talks to ghosts, and it's like, she knows they're not really ghosts, but it still feels like it, and it's so interesting to see that develop. And then in Noah's chapters is just Jude's hair just growing and taking everyone in it, and it's just, I don't know, I really liked that element, because I was 100% sure getting into this that it was pure contemporary, maybe fluff, maybe a bit serious, but yeah, I really like this edition. And then the romances were both so cute, so cute. I'm normally one to really be judgy when it comes to romances, because like most of the times they're not really realistic, you know what I'm saying, but these two were so nicely made, and Jude and Oscar reminded me a lot of Cammy and Klaus from the originals on the CW. And they're like OTP, and so I was like, yes, I'm rooting for you, and it was just so wonderful. And yeah, I loved everything about this book. I think that the one thing that is to be mentioned is that I obviously loved Jude's chapters a lot more than I liked Noah's. For some reason, I don't know, I just like them a lot more. And I think that when you do have obvious favorites, maybe you need to ask some questions. And another thing I really loved about the book is just how much it focuses on art, and how different art is for every character, and how they all have their own little thing, but they all are artists in a way, like be it painting as it is with Noah, and he does his mental drawings, and that's really awesome, or just sculpting for other characters, or taking pictures, and it's just, I really love this book a lot. I seem to speak more with my hands than I do with my actual mouth, which is a sign I probably should cut off the coffee and go, because this is getting rambly. Yeah, I bet this was really rambly as well. but I do have a written review for this book as well, which I will link down below. And I'm going to see you sometime later with another video. Bye!